All right, here's an interesting question for you guys. Do you believe in giving second chances? Do people deserve a second chance? And the second one is, if someone breaks your trust, should you give them another opportunity? Okay, simple question, right? All right, so before I give you my logic and my answer, comment down below and tell me. Be fair, huh? Don't change your say, put a comment. Okay, before my answer is so and so, after. Okay, so I hope you have done that. Okay, now let me give my take. Should you give people second chances? And should, if a person breaks your trust, should you give them another opportunity? Okay. Now let's take something as simple as lying, telling lies. A person you know talks to you but tells you lies. Now, if you're a small child, did you do this? No, I didn't. Did you complete your homework? Yeah. Okay, those are small things. However, on a larger scale, people can even lie about relationships, friendships, and then if you go at a very high level, they can literally be scammers and fraudsters and play with your entire existence. Your can destroy your life. Okay, different levels of lying. So one is lying. Then the second way how you can break someone's trust is, let's say, relationships. Let's talk about emotional. You love someone, but they ended up. Okay, one can be just chatting with another female, cyber sex, which I've done. Okay, sometimes, hey, what do you like? I like sex. I just enjoy a talk. Okay, and yes, even today, sometimes I do get tempted. Oh, what do you like? You like this? Oh, but only with people I know. It's not that, and it's not like every single day. So don't try a fake account and, oh baby, I'm wet. It's not going to work out that way, man. I know, evil me. Okay, listen, let's focus. Uh, then if you move to a slightly higher level, let's say a person goes on a date, meets someone, spends time with them, but no sexual contact. Okay, but lies to the person that they are not spending time with the person. Then a level higher, physical intimacy is involved, where you literally have sex. Okay, now one can be just paid sex. You go once a while, once in 6 months, or once a year, or maybe once in a whatever lifetime. Versus, say, a relationship, you go once every week. Okay, and that is another one. So now the question here is, what level do you stop? Okay. Third one, say business. You trust the guy. Okay, the guy is working for you. Let's say employee, but he takes stationery from the office, pencil, staple, papers, ink, downloading from the bandwidth. Okay. Another one can be, okay, he takes petty cash, $1, $2, $5. Okay. Then one can be even bigger, cheating. Okay. And finally, it can be, just trying to take over the whole business, or destroying your reputation, or taking all over your customers. Okay. So now I've given you different levels. So now the question is, at what level do you say yes? At what level do you say absolutely no? Now I'll give you my theory. I have learned that there are some people who are just average with you, some people who are close to you, and some people who really are pivotal and critical to you. Let's say you're a YouTube subscriber. You lie to me, you bullshit with me, don't care. Because your level is that. Let's say I go to a prostitute. I say, and she tells me, you're the only one I'm having sex with. And I find out she's cheating. Okay, fine, fuck it. That's the I don't care level. Which is where I tell people, I don't give a fuck about your views. Okay. You can say good things, you can say bad things. Good things I'll appreciate, which come sincerely. Bad things, which help me constructively, I'll take it. Which is that you're a piece of shit and this and that. I don't care. Okay. Second level. Second level is where you're not super close to me, but you're important. Let's say you're my client. Let's say you're my wife's relatives. Let's say you're a friend, okay? You can be maybe even say close friend, okay? But emotions are involved. Now there you cheat or break my trust. For me, it's very simple. There, I don't give people second chances because uh, the reason being is I'm not so heavily invested. And even if I do give a second chance, let's assume 50-50%, even if I do give a second chance, I'll be cautious the next time. Let's say my wife's relatives, we had an incident, I might forgive them, yeah, whatever. And second time, if I'm asked to take a risk and trust them again, so. Okay. Might take a small risk, but would make sure that the bases are calculated and covered. That is something WWE Vince McMahon, the chairman, used to do. Even if he had a bad fallout with you, but having the partnership is beneficial to the business, he'd take you on board. Okay. Now, finally, it comes to the third level. The third level, which is exceptionally intimate, which is a matter of life and death. Like, for example, my wife. Okay. Now, over there, you have to be very clear where a little bit of cheating is accepted, or, you have to draw the line. For example, I'll give you a small example. Something silly. Like my wife, I've always told her no watching the YouTube or movies after a certain time. Now that time when my baby was at home, she was not going to school, she used to literally watch the movies all the way till 5 or 6 in the morning. And then when we would get up, she would be half sleepy. She would get up. I was working, but she was watching movies. And when I would get up, nothing was ready in the house and she was getting up sleepy. And sometimes when I would see on the security cam, I would see her watching the movie and all that. But the minute I'd come out, she'd act like, hey, she's sleeping. I even told her this, which was funny. Okay. Now, do I penalize her for this? No. I just talked to her about it. Let's say one day my wife bought a lottery ticket. This actually happened. She bought a lottery ticket. And I've always told her, ask me. And she gave me the bullshit that, no, I thought you would say we would win big money. It's only, few baht, whatever. Fine, there also forgive. Even though I've told her, you need to ask me. However, I've told her, if you take money from the account and spend without asking me, that's serious. Now, she didn't take from my account. From her account, she took not a big sum of money. And one day, I happened to find out, it was just a one-time thing. I received a message on my phone. Because her account, I'm the one who's transferring money. So we both are joint. So I got a sizable chunk, around like, I think $400, $500, which was very unusual. So I asked her, what was this? At first she told me, it was some payment. I said, okay. However, after 30 minutes or so, she came and she was bawling her eyes out. She was hyperventilating and she told me, and you always told me tell you the truth and I'm sorry I took this money. I spent it on my relatives. I said, what happened? Like, because she knew how serious the thing was. She told me that, anyway, the money was in her account. It's not that I've told her no. She can spend it. But I always told her, ask me. So there were 2 children back home, her family children, whom she had promised to buy something for the birthday. And apparently she forgot about it. And now when their birthday came, they wanted something and she wanted to buy all the children something. They were poor. So she felt bad that she couldn't give the last time or whatever. And best part, she never told me all this. And she bought it for them. Now the intention was good. The reason why she did it was, and she didn't buy anything bad, educational stuff. And so I told her, see, listen, if you had asked me, I wouldn't have said no. That's number one. She said, no, I was afraid to ask you. I said, why are you afraid? This was before, huh? When we just started. Now she's not. When I think just 1 year or 1.5, that time we are just getting to know each other. So he said, if you ask me, I'm not going to say no. I'm not a monster. And second is, this money is in your account. You can spend the whole thing on anyone you please, but just inform me. For me, I might tell you, this is a bad idea. Like when she wanted to enter into a, kitty where you give your whole money and it multiplies or some shit like that. That I told her no. And it's a good thing I told her no, because at the end, initially everyone was making money until one lady took everything and ran away. They lost, many of them lost their entire life savings. Okay. One of those bullshit get rich fast with high interest. So anyway, even though I told her, don't, break the trust. Oh, there it was understandable. Fine. Okay. However, anything else which is serious, there's no second chances there. Like for example, me. If I were to have sex, let's assume I were to have sex with another woman. Now that is betraying her trust, right? And let's assume she does the same. That is betraying the trust, right? Okay. Now let's openly say it. Let's say I go for a holiday. And I have to pay someone for a happy ending. Isn't that cheating? Let's say girls normally don't do that, but she were to do that. Is that cheating? The fact is, there's no going around it. Yes, it is. But if she doesn't tell me, do I know about it? If I don't tell her, does she know about it? No. And let's understand, why does a man do it? Why does a woman do it? Men do it because for them, love and sex is two different things. Their brain is wired differently. Women, on the other hand, when they give their body and they give themselves to a man, they don't just, unless of course you have more of masculine DNA or you're used to having sex, fine, then you'll have sex. Like there are some women who literally don't. I seriously, I know women who literally want to have sex. They're like nymphomaniacs. They have to have sex with different guys. I know one Muslim female in Dubai. Happy marriage, if you look at them. Although husband is very, very strict. 5 kids. The best part of the joke is all 5 are from 5 different men. And the poor husband doesn't even know about it. I don't know how he can't even, maybe they look the same, or I don't know what it is. Obviously, it's not that they're both white and the children are dark complexion. More or less same complexion, but I guess if he takes a DNA, he'll find. And you might think I'm bullshitting. It's a fact. I know this female for quite some time. And no, I didn't have sex with her. She's not my type. Okay. So now, is that cheating? Yes. Okay. So now comes the bottom line. Where should you give second chances? The answer to this is very simple. You should know your level of tolerance, your risk-taking appetite, your value system. Okay? So whatever answer you gave is right for you, but it may not be right for me. Like for example, I'll tell you about me. If you have seen my YouTube videos, I was a colorful playboy. Colorful. In the sense, any opportunity I would get to have sex with somebody else, I would love the thrill of the chase. I was not addicted to sex per se, but the thrill of the chase and the fun that came, the reward being sex. However, after a certain point, I realized I was not doing it just plain for the sex. Also wanted an emotional connection. But as you become older, you realize, oh man, now if I get into all this emotional, physical, this thing, can complicate my life. For what? Like right now, right now in this place, very small island. It's so small, you meet anyone, maybe the whole place will come to know about it. It's that small. So do I need any complications? Do I want any drama? And people in this part of the world, especially females, if they want to drive you mad, they literally end up at your doorstep and start breaking your windows and throwing stuff and maybe set your house on fire. Do I need all this just for a little bit of sex? Better than that, go to someone, paid sex, finish it off. Cheaper, faster, safer technically, in the sense that you don't have to go through all this. But yes, STD is always there, which is why, for me, stay away. So that is my rule. Now, would that resonate with you? I know some men who do it once every few months. I know some women who have a fuck buddy, but they don't tell their husband. I know some other married women, successful, but they don't mind having a little bit of kinky sex talk with somebody. Anonymous they go. So the rules you have to decide. However, now it comes down to me, my rules. My rules are very simple. Depends on which level you are. Okay. I'll either give you a chance or never. If you are at a critical, extremely critical level, there are no second chances, because I cannot afford the price that comes, the risk element, which is the highest. So the highest level, there are no second chances, and I don't want to deal with you bye-bye forever, because I need peace of mind. Better to be alone than to have the risk of, fuck, something can happen. That is why I don't have partnerships, don't work in partnerships. I don't even collaborate with the other YouTube channels. Don't want. For what? Why to risk? Even with my wife, simple rules. Once, if the trust is broken, can't repair. However, lower levels, fine. Now let me give one final statement which will cement the deal. Why is it that I'm not ready to give people second chances, especially at a critical level? The answer is simply this. My mentor, my old mentor, he had told me this. Glass, glass, sheet of glass, one crack on it, just one, you can never repair it. You put super glue, you put tape, you try to, you can't, it's finished, it's gone. Trust is like glass. Once it cracks, maybe you can put glue and keep it, but that crack will remain. The crack will remain forever. So that is why, if trust is broken, for me once, with someone who's critical, see a small chick. Hey, good day, mama. If trust is broken once, end of story, boss. Because peace of mind, your aching heart, your spirit, and the doubt that you can cheat again will always remain. And take it from a guy who has literally done it. With all my partners, I was two-timing. Why? Because I didn't value it. And no matter how many times they forgave me, and I continued doing it. That is why now, at this phase of my life, I said enough is enough. And now I'm loyal and faithful. No more hanky-panky. And I have to be explicit. Okay, once a while, might kinky chat with someone. Hey, you like this, you like that? Ah, nice for mind stimulation. Porn, okay. Physical, no thank you. I may go for, I'm not too sure. If I go for a long extended holiday or business trip and happy ending massage, maybe I'll go for it. My wife also knows that, that's a possibility. But then, given the fact that I have so much of stress, so much of pressure in my life and so much of work, the last thing I'm thinking about is, where is the bobs and vagin? As you grow older, you'll realize what I'm saying. When you're younger, you may not. Anyway, this is my take on trust and giving second chances. You let me know your thoughts. You agree, disagree. Like I said, don't have to agree with my views. But please feel free. And give an explanation, because you just put one comment like, no, this is stupid or whatever. Explain, no? Makes sense. All right, guys, take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.